Thermodynamical scale of measurement of temperature. We know the laws of pressure, volume, temperature. All this we call thermodynamic parameters of gas. When we decrease the temperature of gas, that means when we cool the gas, we find its pressure goes on decreasing. If we have a pot here which is closed all way and there is only one pressure gauge here. Now there is a temperature gauge here. Okay, we are measuring the temperature, we are measuring the pressure, and we find that when temperature is decreased, the pressure also decreases. Very simple case. We have taken a gas at this temperature, this is the pressure. At this temperature, decrease the temperature, the pressure has decreased. Decrease the temperature, pressure has decreased. Decrease the temperature, pressure has decreased. Now, in this way, we draw the graph like this. But unfortunately, when the temperature has become a certain level, so low, the gas converts into liquid. Now, we cannot apply gas laws. But we have got so much of graph. With this, the pressure was decreasing. Now, we have this scale of pressure which is increasing from 0 to 1 atmosphere or above that. Okay. So, if we have this line as 0 pressure, this line as 1 atmospheric pressure, and we are decreasing the temperature, we have got this graph. Suppose it is not converted into liquid and we go on decreasing the temperature. When the pressure will be 0? That we can always find out by extending this line. So we extended this line by this dash, 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 till it intersects the 0 pressure line. Now, this temperature has certain values here, and it goes on decreasing. At this point, we find that on our graph, this temperature is minus 273.16 degree. That means theoretically, if the temperature is brought to minus 273.16, the pressure will become 0. Okay. By kinetic theory, we will come to know that pressure will become 0 when movement of all the atoms becomes 0. And no atom is moving, it will not create any pressure. The temperature at that time, temperature is not able to give any energy to atom. That is why it stops vibrating. Everything becomes calm and quiet, no energy. And we cannot go lower than that because at that point the temperature has become 0. The temperature has become lowest because the energy is 0. So we cannot create a temperature lower than that because energy cannot be negated. So when the energy reaches 0, that means all motion of atoms have become 0, the pressure is 0, energy is 0, and that temperature we will call absolute 0. And that is really 0 temperature, because all activities have stopped and we cannot achieve a temperature lower than that, because the temperature is always related to energy or activity of the atom. Their activity has finished. So temperature has gone to the lowest, that is absolute 0. And this graph tells us if we are bringing, here is the real value, 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 but after that this gas has converted to liquid. So we cannot get the real values, but we got the direction. And this direction, if we extend, will give us the value when the pressure will be 0. How much will be the temperature? Because temperature, this we have made a scale on this. Okay, now we did it with one gas. We did it with the other gas. In the other gas, at this temperature, this was the pressure, 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 and after this temperature, it has converted into liquid. So our graph stopped. In the third gas, the graph stopped here. But in all the cases, there was one very strange thing. That is, whenever we extend this direction of the graph, they all meet at one point. And they indicated the fact that activity of atoms, that is energy, that is pressure, will become 0 at the same temperature, whatever is the gas. At the same temperature. There, the energy is 0, that is why absolute 0. So, at this temperature, activity of everything in the universe will become 0. This is known as absolute 0. And this absolute 0 temperature, this we have achieved with the principles of thermodynamics. So, we call it thermodynamic 0. Now, this was taken as 0 degree by Lord Kelvin, and he called it 0 Kelvin. We removed degree afterward to make it simpler. So this temperature is known as 0 Kelvin. Now, how much above this is to be taken as 1 Kelvin? How much above that is to be taken as 2 Kelvin? So for that, he liked Celsius scale, in which freezing to boiling is divided into 100 parts. That one part, he said, that one part I will take it as 1 Kelvin rise of temperature. So each 1 Kelvin is equal to 1 Celsius. And that makes the things very easy. Each 1 Kelvin is 1 Celsius. But 0 Kelvin is what? Minus 273.16 degree of Celsius. This becomes absolute 0. So, when we say where is 0 Celsius? 0 Celsius is somewhere here. How much? Minus 2, that is plus 273.16 from here is 0 Celsius. Now, this is the scale created by Kelvin, and now we are in a position to compare the two. So, any temperature in Celsius is equal to temperature in Kelvin minus 273.16. If we want temperature in Kelvin, then it will be temperature in Celsius plus 273.16. So now we have three scales comparable. One is Fahrenheit, one is Celsius, and other is Kelvin. The boiling temperature here, boiling. In Celsius it is 212, in Fahrenheit 212, in Celsius it is 100 degree, and in Kelvin it is, add this up, 373.16. Freezing temperature, freezing of water. This temperature in Fahrenheit is 32 Fahrenheit. In Celsius scale it is 0. In Kelvin scale it is 273.16. That is 273.16 Kelvin. So these are the temperature equivalent of these three, and now you have seen how they are converted to each other. This is known as thermodynamic scale, and how we measure in that, that is Kelvin scale. So in our standard system, SI system, Kelvin is taken as the standard temperature. This is more modern, more scientific, and based on the universal facts. So after this, once we know about what is temperature, how it is different from heat, now we will study more properties of the heat with relation to matter in the next chapter. Thank you.